Hello, Retro Crew. Today we're going to be discussing whether the 2011 movie, The Adventures of Tintin, should have gotten a sequel. I'm Matt.
I'm Brian, and we're the Retro Sons. I forgot just how good this movie is. I mean, I know I liked it, but there were parts I thought I wasn't going to want to see. But even when they were happening, I was like, wow, this movie's great.
Yeah, it is better than I remember it being.
Yeah, it's directed by Steven Spielberg, so that's a hint of how good it's going to be. It's got music by John Williams, and it's got a pretty good cast. It's got Daniel Craig, Andy Serkis, Jamie Bell, who I'm not too familiar with except from this, but he did pretty good as Tintin.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really good too.
Yeah, it does. Like, I was commenting to you, like, I thought some parts were real, like the water when they're on the ocean. That looked...
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. It's, like, really well done. Some of the action's over the top, but...
It's a kid movie, though, so that's par for the course.
Yeah, I was going to say the kind of movie it is, like that action-adventure, treasure hunt type of movie, kind of...
Indiana Jones-esque, like the 1930s.
Yeah, which, as I've established before, I like that era.
Yeah.
For treasure hunting and stuff. Excuse me.
It's a good pacing, too. It keeps going from thing to thing, not...
Yeah.
Like, it progresses nicely.
Yeah.
It doesn't go from, like, one crazy thing to the next without explanation or reasoning.
Yeah. Yeah, it really flows well.
Yeah, it does.
The relationship between Tintin and the captain.
Yeah, the captain is one of my favorite characters. I think he's most people's, probably.
Probably. He is pretty funny.
Yeah.
He got a big nose, too.
And he is a big arc through the movie.
Yeah.
Like, he starts out as a drunk, nobody who can't remember anything, and then by the end he's a competent captain who stopped drinking and...
Yep. And really shows what he knows. Like, he actually is good at what he does.
Yeah.
When he's not completely soused.
Yeah. But the main character, the Daniel Craig's character, is trying to keep him down in this.
Yeah.
And you kind of figure out why through the movie.
Yeah, it's a good reveal, too.
Yeah. He kind of figures it out on his own, but then he verifies it with the guy later.
Right. Yeah. He has flashbacks somehow of his ancestor's life.
Yeah. The Assassin's Creed. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah, I see that.
No animagus or anything, but...
No. Animus.
Yeah.
Animagus. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yeah. Yeah, it was close.
But, yeah. I mean, like I said, I forgot just how much I liked this movie until we watched it again last night.
And I like his little dog.
Yeah.
I like how in the beginning he has a caricature drawn of him, and it's like the old Tintin.
Yeah, the guy who's
funny.
Drawing him is actually based on the creator of Tintin there, the Tintin comics.
Really?
Yeah.
I like those two cops too, Simon Pegg and
Nick Frost. Yeah, I forgot to mention them when I was listing the voice talents.
Yeah, they were dumb cops, but they were Interpol, but they were funny.
Yeah, they did come through at the end though when they needed them, but they were kind of bumbling and just comic relief.
Yeah, but when they went into the pickpocket's house there, he had all the wallets, and he was like telling them that he did it. They still didn't believe it. Like
they didn't put it together, right?
Yeah. He's like, I can't help it. I just love stealing. They thought it was just a wallet collection of his.
Yeah, and they're like, you gotta be careful with a pickpocket around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a good mix of action and humor and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And friendship forming between Tintin and the captain.
And they did set it up really hard for a sequel at the end.
Yeah, they were building.
The movie is called The Adventures of TinTin.
Yeah.
Not The Adventure of Tintin. So.
Right. Yeah, I think they were planning. They might still be.
12 years since this one came out.
Yeah.
But like I was talking about last night on like live action movies, you can make a sequel to this anytime.
As long as the voice actors are all willing to come back. And
I mean, they could always do new voice actors too.
That's true, they could. But I mean, it probably takes a long time to make an animated movie that looks so realistic too.
Yeah.
And I think they were planning to do a sequel, like you said, they were setting it up, and they have a lot of stories in the comics and things they can pick from.
It was going to be like a extension of this one, kind of.
Yeah. It was. And they could do that, that they don't even have to. They could do a different adventure if they chose to. But
yeah, they wouldn't have to keep on with this one. It would still be good, I bet.
It would. As long as they do everything right like they did with this first one.
Yeah. I think they would.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to tell, but...
Yeah.
I mean, some sequels are horrible.
That's true.
But it would be a lot easier than a live-action movie, especially 12 years later, 13 years later.
Yep.
People haven't aged and grown up like the last Airbender there.
Oh, right.
They were going to do sequels to that, and now they can... I mean, that's been 12, 13 years.
Yeah, but I think they're going to reboot it on Netflix, so they are working on it.
I wish they wouldn't do that.
I know. Or if they did, then at least release it on DVD at some point. So
so we could see it. I mean, we could always get Netflix for a month and watch it, but...
Yeah, like we did for the 90s show.
Yeah.
And other things. But still, I want that to come out on DVD now, too.
Yeah, I do, too.
Glass Onion.
Yeah, I want that movie.
Yeah.
Knives Out was good, and I have that one.
Right.
But I like Knives Out a lot better than Glass Onion, but it was still good.
Yeah. I have to watch Knives Out again. I remember liking it, but...
You don't really remember it?
Not too well.
It's pretty good. I watched it again without you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, anyways, back to TinTin.
Yeah.
So I think we made it pretty evident what we think, but we need to vote.
Mm-hmm.
I say they should make a sequel.
I definitely say sequel.
We agree. It deserves a sequel.
As long as they bring back Spielberg to direct.
Yeah, and John Williams for the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sure they would.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think. Let us know if you've seen TinTin, if you like the old comics or cartoons. And like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the future.
To talk more about the past.